we ventured onto the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Yeah, that's the I am recommend this is the best part of our trip because Ho Chi Minh Trail is something that not too busy on traffic and you totally get away from everything from tourists, you know.
Yes.
And yeah, see lots of waterfall, tea plantation, and beautiful mountain up to the top of the sky, you know.
And take lots of photos.
Yeah, definitely.
Always taking photos, huh? You put up with me?
Yeah.
Always taking photos and video. So basically the bike, tell me a bit about the bike that I was on.
So the bike you're riding on is, we call it that is Vietnam Harley Davidson. So which is very reliable bike, quite okay on the speed, and you know. But to be honest, that when you are riding in Vietnam, you don't really care much about how fast you go, just about how you enjoy the scenery and the bike is well maintained and it's in good condition, you know.
Yeah, no problems with the bike, that's for sure. We had a little muffler issue, but you had that fixed within 15 minutes. Amazing. Yeah. But the bike was really comfortable. I found that I could sink low in the saddle and I could hedge my big bum, my big western bum, back up on the back seat.
Monkey ass.
And I had the running boards and the bike was very comfortable. So yes, I highly recommend that sort of bike for travelling Vietnam. And of course you carried my pack all the way.
Yeah.
you took all the weight, so that was really nice. And most of what's in my pack is camera related gear. There's not much in the way of clothes. So it was
still look good.
Yeah, get dressed and wash up overnight and try and dry everything in front of the fan ready for the next day. So travel light, but yeah, the old shirt's starting to show signs of wear and tear and just about ready for retirement, I think. Here we are in Kontum, which is Indo-China, Central Laos, Vietnam, along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. We've just stopped off to buy some milk. We're going to visit an orphanage, so we figured milk's probably the healthiest thing to give. So just at the local Kontum marketplace here, and it's a bustling little spot.
So good afternoon again. Ben and Ian, we pull over to visit the orphanage. So in this province, most of the population is minority people. So in Vietnam, you know that we live it's very traditional. So when you have no when you're not married yet and you have a baby, that means it's illegal. So somehow that's the girls, they don't want the parents to know it, and they chop it up right in the front of the church. And there's some nuns pick the children up and raise them up here. So in this little orphanage, we have like almost 200 kids, start from like 5 months old until 5 years old, and they all have really good life here. So we have some milk from Ian.
Anh cho cả leo
on, mate. Keep going.
This is really bad decision. I get wet. My bowl, my everything is wet.
Your ball, everything is
But
wet.
you know what can we do? My boss told me. So just do it.
Just do it, man. We're just heading out into the tea plantation to have a look at some of the locals picking tea. It's a little bit of a wet exercise because it has been raining, but this tea is absolutely incredible.
Alright guys, so we were standing right in the middle of tea plantation, and we have a very interesting conversation with some of the women who working here, and she told me that the plant crossed the road there is were planted by French people. So back in 1960, so we about like almost like 55 years, 56 years. So this plant right here where we stand, they grow it for like 19 years already.
Người Việt Nam khổ quá mà.
Yeah.
And harvest. Give us a look, Benny. Ooh. Queue at the gas station this morning, just leaving Kontum. A little bit wet this morning, some light rain, but yeah, hopefully it won't turn into anything too heavy. Still a bit wet from yesterday. Washed my pants last night, and unfortunately they didn't fully dry out, so I'm wearing wet dacks, and my shoes are still a little bit wet, but everything's good in Vietnam. Smiling attendant here. We've got an old suspension bridge still in the Kontum province, so a few locals making their way across. Pretty exciting. It's not exactly the latest construction, a bit rickety, but yeah, wide spans of water. This bridge is 300 metres long and still used by the locals, obviously, and a bit of a wedding happening over the other side there, so some party music to accompany the video. We were lucky enough to have a bit of a break in the weather, but just incredible to think that this was once a battleground. Obviously nothing stays the same and things progress, but it's certainly very daunting just to stand here and just think how many lives were actually lost here and for what. Kenny, we might get some rain, mate. Best chicken in town.
Good afternoon, guys. So even we're not hungry, but I want iron shouldn't miss. This is one of the best chicken dishes in Vietnam. So let's try it.
Sitting here in a restaurant on the Ho Chi Minh Trail, soaked through, absolutely saturated, eating the best fried chicken in town. Really good.
So we have a quick stop to visit at the Postman War Memorial here. They owned there from 1960 to 1975.
Couriers.
Yeah. Ủa em cái nhà này xây lâu chưa em?
2-3 năm họ ấy một lần đấy.
2-3 năm sửa lại hả?
Dạ.
Me and Ian, we just stopped at a communal house. So what is a communal house? So basically in Vietnam, only minority people, so they do their own laws. They have their own laws and their own custom, their own culture. So every single village there will be like one communal house. So where people they all meet up, you know, when they celebrate the new season, the wedding, any kind of party. So everyone in the village they will come here to have a party, you know. So also in like I told you, like they they don't follow any government rule here at all. They have their own rules. So if you have any trouble about like marriage, any trouble, so you come here to see the leader of the village. So this is the house. It's like a course, you know. So where the leader will sort out every trouble. So yeah.
And they come to pay electricity and
basically,
services?
yeah. This is the place where people they collect electricity for every month. So every house they have to come here to pay for the electricity by month. So which is really cheap. Some family they do like 100,000 dong for 1 month. So we about $6 for 1 month. So it's quite cheap, you know.
Cheaper than Australia, mate.
Oh, definitely.
Good on you.
Yeah.
The roads up here are absolutely magnificent. Got to watch out for those trucks though. They don't slow down and often they're on the wrong side of the road. So it's certainly a different experience motorcycling in Vietnam, but the roads are absolutely fantastic. They vary from bumpy to well sealed, but just the windiness and the altitude and just magnificent roads. A lot of fun. Windiness, I'm not sure what windiness is, but I'm loving it. Morning, just enjoying a coffee, a beautiful hotel in Kontum. This hotel is quite popular with Westerners. A lot of people come here through gold extraction, mining and so forth. This is typically the hotel they stay at. It's very nice. Also, a lot of American people come over to exhume bones and so forth from the battlefields to take back to America and also Australia. So this hotel's a popular spot for Westerners to stay in. Checking out a little bit of the local wildlife. This jimsal bird, apparently they talk. They can learn to talk, and the locals feed them chili, apparently, to encourage them to talk. So not sure how that works, but anyway, very interesting. Just leaving a hotel in Kontum. Heading out along the Ho Chi Minh Trail, about 80 kilometres, all the way to Hoi An, which is our destination for tonight. The weather's holding out, so yeah, it's looking like a very nice day. It is absolutely pouring out there. Good time to have lunch. Woo! Boy. Benny the master weatherman, hey? We pull in, we have lunch, and it pisses down.
Now it's wet as, but
We're dry.
basically my master is dry as today, no wet as.